All right. Okay, so hi guys. Sorry for the confusion. I wasn't prepared, but we're good now. So I'm gonna have a few people share just a few minutes of their story before we get started on the training. So I just ask them to share like what this business did for them when they started making, $500+ a month from it. So Brittany, do you care to start and share?
Yeah, sorry, I was trying to send a new code to my girls real quick.
You're fine.
So, hey guys, I'm Brittany Dickerson. I joined August 2015, looking for about $300 extra a month to quit my grocery store job. I was in college. I was getting in trouble at school for studying, or at work for studying. And I looked on Google and Pinterest, found nothing but scammy crap and surveys. And I'd been praying and praying for something to come into my life. And it was literally 2 days after I gave up, I saw Haley posting about making money from her phone. And I knew Haley, like we had class together in college, but we weren't friends really. But I reached out to her, joined. My first month, I hit the 400 club. My second month, I promoted to executive. And then my third month, I went Ruby. So obviously I hit more than my $300 goal just a few months into the business. And we had like a $500 bonus at the time. So I got that as well. I quit my grocery store job. So $500 a month for me meant quitting that job. I was still living at home. So I just needed a little extra for food, gas, if I wanted to hang out with friends. It meant I had that freedom of time to study, to keep my 3.85 GPA that I needed to go to grad school. So it was just a huge blessing to have that freedom of time without really being that stereotypical broke college kid anymore. So to have that money and the freedom of time was really cool.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Laura, are you here? Can you share next?
Yeah, hang on. I didn't see that this was not on. Cool. Can you see me? Is this good? Okay.
Yes, you're there.
Okay, so I joined my 2-year just passed on Wednesday, so May 2nd, 2016. When I joined, I was at rock bottom, and I had just left school. I just dropped out of college because I couldn't afford it. I was $30,000 in student loan debt, $10,000 in credit card debt. It was a lot. And when I moved, I went through a whole bunch of things. I was working 3 full-time, well, they were part-time, but altogether it was like full-time, 3 jobs, pulling in minimum 70-hour weeks. Sometimes they went up to 100-hour weeks. It was rough. I would be waking up at 5 a.m. to get to my first job, and then go to all of them until I got home around 2 or 3, and did it all over again. So, that was kind of my life. And I really thought that that's how the rest of my life was going to go, is I was just going to work 3 jobs to be able to pay off my debt by the time I was like 60, So when I found this business, it was at that point where I desperately needed it, but I didn't know how bad I needed it. My enroller had just been posting about like getting her nails done and going on vacation and all these fun things, which I loved watching, but it wasn't something that I needed at that time. And so she posted a post on the day that I joined saying, that life doesn't happen to you, you make life happen. And it just like clicked with me. And when I joined, I literally only joined to make $200 extra a month. That was to pay for my loan payments every month, pay my credit cards off, and to pay for groceries. Those 3 things were the main things that I just needed help with. I never in a million years thought that I would make more than $200. I never thought that I would be able to quit all of my jobs. And when I went Ruby, because Ruby is an average of $500 a month. It took me a while to get there, but when I did get there, everything changed from that moment. I was able to, travel more. I was able to save. I'm now officially $1,500 away from being completely debt free. And 2 years ago, that was a lot higher number. And just knowing that, that $200 saved me from where I was at, let alone when I was making 500 plus. I only made one $500 paycheck because the rest I went diamond right after. So it was like double from there. But even then, like diamond paychecks were freaking phenomenal. And it just goes to show that like $200 to $500 can change everything for you. That's a credit card payment, a car payment, that's a grocery payment. Like that's something that you don't have to worry about. So yeah. Is that how you want it?
Yes, I just love your story because I know you kind of view it as, this business saved you, and it absolutely can. So I really wanted you to share that. I've always heard that people only need like an extra $300 a month to like not file bankruptcy or not lose their house or whatever. And so, up to $500 is just really life-changing for most people. So yes, thank you so much. Bailey, are you still on here? Can you share next, please?
Yes, I can. I'm totally different, not doing the college thing. I'm a mom and a wife, like totally different story over here. I got started almost 3 years ago. It'll be 3 years in August. I started really fast. I did not have a job when I started, so I didn't even have money to join. I had to borrow it. I was actually couch surfing. I didn't even have a place to live. I was in my 3rd trimester with my daughter. My husband was across the country in schooling, and I didn't have a job. I didn't have a car. I didn't have anything. I was like bumming it. It was like really bad, and it's really embarrassing to have to look back and like see that that's where I put myself. But anyways, I joined and I got started really fast. I didn't have anything else to contribute my time to, so I kind of just put my all into this business. And within 6 months, before having my daughter, I was averaging $500 a month. I went Ruby, and honestly, like I'm at Diamond right now, but I think Ruby was the most life-changing ranks at like this far. I'm sure it'll be better, like ambassador paycheck, but like right now Ruby was everything to me. Like $500 is something like money. Like $200 is kind of cool. Like $200, yeah, I made that for my phone, but like $500 a month, I feel like a baller, and it's like not even the most you can make, So I just kind of like dove headfirst into it, and I kind of like juggled back and forth with it, just from like trying to figure out how to be a mom, trying to figure out how to be a leader. It was just really like my priorities were like all out of whack, and I was like super exhausted all the time having a baby. So I stayed at Ruby for actually a while, but that $500 a month was like everything to me. At first it was paying for formula because we were on WIC, and my daughter ate so much we would exceed the formula amount on WIC. So if any of you guys are moms on here, literally like formula is so expensive. Like I could have chopped off my arm and given it to them for some formula. Like it is so expensive. So our extra money was coming in and helping pay with formula, and diapers and, just extra stuff like that. But then eventually it was getting us off of WIC. My paycheck was helping with all the things that you have to like, that you get from WIC. So you get like, fruits and vegetables and whole milk. You get things like the super expensive bread and like, just paying for all that stuff and formula, like that, my check was going to that. And the $500 to spend on just a baby's like food needs is a lot of money. But that's what I was able to contribute to. And then, I was able to take us off of WIC, and, even being like, my husband's in the military, but we don't get like it's not like there's just a ton of money floating around. Like, I have to bring in income so that we don't starve every month, because we would if I didn't have that extra money. So just being able to do that, and just being able to buy, all the baby needs and things like that. Eventually I was able to, help my husband buy furniture. I was able to help him, get our house professionally cleaned, because my daughter wasn't starting to crawl and get into everything. So it was like getting the carpets cleaned and everything like that. Like, just like responsibilities as a mom. Like, the extra income I was bringing in went to like a whole different side of things, instead of like the other girls were talking about like debt and like college and cars and stuff. Like, I was paying for like formula and like diapers a million times a month. Like, that's what that $500 meant to me, because without that, I probably would have had to, put my daughter in some kind of daycare and go back to work. So $500 was like I feel on top of the world income for me.
Yeah, and that's awesome. I know we attract a lot of moms. There's probably several other moms on here, so I love that. Thank you. And then the last person I'm going to have share is Melissa.
What do you want me to share?
Sorry, I know you got on late. So I just want you to share, like having an extra $500 a month from this business. What did that do for your life?
So I actually started 2 years ago. I wasn't one of the people that got it right away. My enroller actually quit, and then I had to reach out to the one above me, which I've been working really close with her the past, probably since the end of last year, probably summertime. And because I'm so ready for the $500 to turn in to diamond paychecks and double diamond, like I'm all in. So basically why I started was just extra money. I was tired of struggling. I have 2 kids. So yeah, let me think. So what the $500 did for me, we paid off our maxed out credit card. We no longer are on WIC for the girls. We don't have the medical card anymore. Our freezer, like our extra freezer, not like the fridge, what you have in the kitchen, but like the one in the garage, it actually went out, and Brad was like, what are we going to do? So I was like, well, here you go. Like, here's the money. Go get the freezer that you want. So it's like just having not to worry about struggle. Basically, you can go to the grocery store and get whatever. Like today, we went fishing, and he was like, I need some fillet knives. I was like, okay. So we went there, and we was walking down the aisle, and he was like, I want that TV. It's on sale. It was $200. You saved like $150, and it was like a 4K TV. So I was like, go ahead and get it. Like, if that's what you want, just get it. And it's just having that feeling of like freedom. You don't have to worry like you're strapped for cash every day.
Yeah, absolutely. That's awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And yeah, I'm back at Walmart again for the second time. It's okay.
Okay, so thank you all for sharing. If you guys are on here to figure out how to reach that point and you haven't made that extra $500 a month yet, I just wanted you to kind of start thinking about what it could do for you, because I think that's so important to just kind of have that vision in your heart and know why you're doing this, and that's what's going to keep you going every single day and doing what you need to do. So we're going to go into kind of some training on our steps to success and how to go Ruby and make that $500. But first, I would really love if all of you guys would just share in the chat what that money is going to do for you. So if your goal is to make $500 a month, what is that going to do for your life? What is that going to help you with? What is that going to mean to you? So if you guys can just type that up in the chat really quickly, and, be as specific as you want. The more details, the better. But I want to know why you guys are here and, what you need from this business before we get into the training. And after you guys do that, if you'll make sure you have out your steps to success, If you're brand new, you would have got one of these in your starter kit. I'm pretty sure they still put them in there. I don't know. It's been almost 3 years since I joined, but I think that still comes in there. It's also in your eSuite, or you can even just Google, It Works Steps to Success, and it'll pop up. But I want you to have that visual in front of you. Okay, so Cynthia said $500 would relieve my fear of college debt. I'll give you guys a second. Sierra said, help her fiance with bills, buy a car that won't stall every day, have the wedding she dreams about. Amber wants $500 so she can save and move, save up to move. So we all have different reasons. I love that about this business. Giselle, I think is how you say that. I lost my job about a month ago. I've been struggling to pay bills such as my car payment. $500 would help pay not only my car payment, but also my training. Liz said $500 extra each month would keep from having to pay late fees on truck payments. We've been late every single month for almost 6 months, and our late fees have totaled to up to $750 plus, which is more than our truck payment. Savings, summer clothes, car registration, pay bills, pay off credit cards, pay our wedding off, buy a beautiful house, adopt, pay off credit card debt, pay off student loans, upcoming wedding. A lot of you guys are getting married. Congratulations. $300 more to cover our bills, save money, pay off debt, buy my husband a new truck. I recently lost my job, car payments on top of everything plus my insulin. Start saving for first car, help boyfriend with credit card debts. Shalina said it has allowed me to go back home to California to see my family 3 times. It buys diapers, wipes, hay, gas, groceries, and bills. Okay, awesome. So we're going to talk about enrolling distributors and building your team. That's part of the way you're going to make this extra $500 a month. And one thing you need to be doing consistently to grow your team is making live posts. So what you guys just put in the chat, that is a live post. You guys should be sharing openly with your friends and followers, what's coming with this business and what it's going to do for you. Don't ever be afraid to put that out there. You have to be a professional vision caster. That's what I always tell my team. So, all right. So hopefully you guys have out your steps to success. If not, get that out in front of you, because I feel like you won't be able to see it if I just hold it up. So I want you guys to have it in front of you. So I've been in this business, it'll be 3 years in July, and steps to success are still what I focus on every single month. I'm a double diamond, and my goal every month is to see how many times I can duplicate my steps to success. My goal this month is to do it 4 times, and that is totally doable. So I know that everybody on here can do it, at least once or twice, no matter what you have going on in your life. When I first started, someone is on mute. Why is it not letting me click that? Diane, can you mute yourself? It's not letting me mute you. So I don't know why. Okay, anyways. So when I first started this business, I was working. I was going to school full time. I was super, super busy. And I still made sure I did my steps to success every single month. It's just a non-negotiable in this business. It's how you're going to rank up. It's how you're going to make $500. It's how you're going to make beyond $500. Like, steps to success are literally life. So have this in front of your face all day, every day for the eternity of your business. So step one is to join the party, get commission qualified. So obviously you guys are all distributors. You need to make sure that you're commission qualified every month, either through 150 in sales or running your ADBB auto ship, which is what I highly suggest. So you can use the products and share your results and all that good stuff. So ADBB auto ship, you can get whatever you want. I run it every single month. Step two is to get 4 loyal customers every single month, 4 new loyal customers every single month. So it's May 5th. So between May 1st and May 31st, you need to personally enroll 4 new loyal customers, people who do the 90-day challenge. And then step 3 is to enroll 3 distributors every single month. So add 3 people to your team. Like I said, I like to do this more than once a month. If you can do it 2 or 3 times, you're going to be going even faster. You're going to be ahead of the game. So challenge yourself to see how many times you can get this done. So doing these 3 things every single day is how you're going to get to Ruby, which is an average $500 a month. Aside from that, I really like to point out that another way we get paid is through fast start bonuses, and that's my absolute favorite way because it's guaranteed down to the dollar amount. If I need $500 specifically for something, instead of like trying to add up and calculate exactly what my commissions are going to be that month, I can go get 5 fast start bonuses and seal the deal for myself. So I just love how black and white that is. So every single time you enroll a distributor and they get their first 2 customers, you get a $100 bonus. That is unlimited, and they come the next, it used to be Friday, but they've been coming on Thursday. So literally, if you need $500 next week, go enroll 5 distributors and help them get 2 customers, and that's $500 that you're guaranteed to get next Thursday. Like, how cool is that? So I think sometimes people kind of, overlook that, and that is money in your pocket, you guys. Like, that is for sure. So just make that more of a priority. That's why building your team is so important. That's why Steps to Success includes customers and distributors. It's awesome if you mass enroll customers, but you also have to be building your team. And aside from it helping you make money, building your team is how you really change lives in this business. The products are awesome and can help people lose weight and get healthy and feel better and have energy. But most people are struggling financially, and becoming a distributor can help them with their health and their finances. So if you're here to change lives, you have to be growing your team. And that's like, I enjoy enrolling distributors more than customers because you can make that connection. You can help people on a deeper level, and it's just fun. Like, it's just what this business is about. So does anybody, if you guys have questions, just put them in the chat. If you have questions about anything I've said so far or anything I say beyond this, and I will answer all of your all's questions. But we're going to go into, how to enroll customers and distributors, which I'm sure most of you hopefully have an upline that's helping you. Sometimes our uplines quit. Mine did. It's okay. That's why we have these trainings for everyone. But if you want to go Ruby, aside from, completing your Steps to Success, it's really important to be teaching these people that you're bringing in how to do the same thing. So as you're enrolling your 3 distributors every single month, teach them how to go get their own 4 customers and their own 3 distributors and how to go Ruby themselves. And that's how you're going to, grow beyond and go diamond and above, which is what most people really want once they get here. So as far as enrolling customers, something that's been really beneficial for my team and especially my newbies is Host-a-Post. So, I message all day, every day for customers, distributors, Host-a-Post, whatever I have going on that day. But Host-a-Post is something that has changed the game for me in the last month or so. A lot of my new girls have been able to get their first 4 customers through Host-a-Post. So I have started messaging only for Host-a-Post on Facebook, and I message for customers or distributors, whatever I'm needing, on Instagram. But you can have people put up, a post about hair, skin, and nails, a post about cleanse, a post about weight loss, even a post about like who wants to make money from their phone, and you can get potential distributors through Host-a-Post. So whatever you're needing is what I focus on. So usually I go into the beginning of the month and I start with the customer side. So I message and do host to post for customers. Then I get 4 and I kind of switch and message and do host to post for distributors. And then I just switch back and forth and see how many times I can fill it in. So if you guys have never done host to post, basically you just reach out to people and say, hey, I'm looking for somebody to do me a favor. Would you be willing to throw a post up on your wall? I'll send it to you. You just have to copy and paste. And if you get hits on it, I can send you some free products. Now, if you're brand new, obviously I'm not encouraging you guys to like hand out hundreds of dollars of product because you can't afford that. But it can be, you know, a keto coffee sample. It can be greens on the go. It can be the new keto energy. It doesn't have to be a full size product. Another thing that a lot of people are doing is a drawing. So instead of like every single person winning something, everybody who does a post for them, they put in a drawing, and like once a week or once a month, they draw and give out a free wrap or a free, you know, you can do a full size product since you're just doing it once a month or once a week, whatever. So I feel like that kind of takes the pressure off if you're nervous to reach out to people and ask them to be your product tester. First of all, I would encourage you not to be, because it's just a question. They can say yes or no. But if you are nervous about that, I think that kind of takes the edge off. Like, just ask them to do you a favor, and there's free stuff involved for them. So, you know, it makes it less scary. Most people are willing to do that for you because it's no real obligation for them. Like, they don't have to spend money or anything. So, aside from that, you know, reaching out to your friends and family and just asking them to support you, like literally say, I just started this business. I'm looking for people to be my first customers or try out my products. You know, what would you be interested in? And just kind of name some popular products and let them choose what jumps out at them. So, you know, you should have absolutely no problem enrolling 4 customers a month. If you're not enrolling 4 customers a month, like, you need to be talking to a lot more people. I personally message at least 150 people a day. I would say your bare minimum, no matter who you are or what you have going on, should be 100 a day. Honestly, I copy and paste, and that only takes me like 30 minutes. So, you know, you can't expect to make $500 a month if you're not willing to put in 30 minutes a day. So strongly encourage you guys to do at least 100 people a day. And that can be asking them to host a post, asking them if they're interested in extra income, asking them if they're interested in testing products, whatever you want, whatever you need. If you're brand new, what I always encourage my new girls to do is send screenshots to me. So send screenshots to your upline, let them walk you through conversations and help you seal the deal. To a certain extent, I believe that you can't really say the wrong thing to the right person, but I also believe that wording sometimes does make a difference. You know, like how you present the price, what you tell them about the product, not telling them too much, not word vomiting, things like that. So that's why I really like doing screenshots, so I can teach my new girls how to talk to people properly. So even if your direct enroller quit, there's always someone above them that's willing to help. We have the team pages. People are willing to help on there. So, you know, you have what you need. Aside from that, Jade Hooper has like 200 plus YouTube videos on everything under the sun. And so do a lot of other leaders. When I first started, I pretty much taught myself from YouTube videos. Like, I just would stay up all night and watch Jade Hooper's YouTube videos and figured out what I needed to do from there. So, you know, don't ever blame your success or lack of success on an enroller or an upline or anything like that, because the tools are out there. If you want it bad enough, you can definitely figure out. But your general rule of thumb is that you're just reaching out and talking to people. The more people you ask, the better your chances are. So just remember that this is a huge numbers game. If you're only messaging, you know, 20 people a day, you might be getting like 2 responses. Like, that's not going to get you very far. So stick to that 100 minimum a day and see what it does for your business when you do that consistently over the next few weeks. Let me check the chat. Yes. So a fast start is just when you enroll a new distributor and either they enroll 2 loyal customers or you move 2 loyal customers under them that you've enrolled, you get a $100 bonus every single time that happens. So if you enroll 10 distributors this month and help them all get fast start qualified, that's $1,000 just in bonuses, not even your commission. So that's why it really pays you to grow your team. And that's why, like I said, that's my favorite way that we get paid, because it's guaranteed. I know that if I need $1,000 extra this month, I go enroll 10 people and get 2 customers under each of them. Now, my goal is always to teach that person how to get their own customers. But I mean, if you're banging out customers faster than they are, by all means, move under them, help them get started, get your bonus. There's nothing wrong with that. So, and then someone else said they have trouble getting distributors. So we're going to go into that now since we've talked about customers some. So the first thing I want to tell you is that your mindset and what you're manifesting is absolutely everything in this business. So if you say you're having trouble getting distributors, guess what? You're going to have trouble getting distributors. So take that off the table. Don't say that anymore. You need to be putting out there that you are a mass distributor enroller. People are coming to you. You know, people are excited to join your team. You need to be saying things like that. Like, I literally have a list of affirmations that I read out loud every single day that talks about, you know, what I want to do. So if you guys have never watched The Secret, it's on Netflix. I think it's on YouTube, but it's like the law of attraction. You guys need to watch that because it talks all about manifesting and saying what you want to happen. So take things like, I can't, I'm having trouble, all of that stuff out of your vocabulary because that's not what you want. So don't put it out there to the universe. And I believe super strongly in that. I kind of thought that it was like cheesy, I guess, when I started. And then when I started utilizing it, it changed my whole business. So take it seriously. So aside from that, once you get your mind right and you're affirming the things that you want, again, you just have to go to work and talk to people. Offer them this opportunity. Let them know what you have. Joel and Stephanie Dunn are the top income earners in the whole company. And I've heard them say that they have a 7-foot rule. And that means that anybody who comes within 7 feet of them hears about their business. And I absolutely love that. They build more belly to belly. A lot of you guys are probably social media, but I like to do both. Like, if you're out, why not tell people, you know, why not kill 2 birds with 1 stone kind of thing. So, as far as social media, I make live posts every single day on my Facebook and my Instagram. And what that means is kind of what I talked about in the beginning. All of you guys put in the chat, you know, what $500 would do for you. Go post that. Go tell your Facebook friends and your Instagram followers what $500 would do for you and show them what it can do for them. And when you start to talk about those things, and you might feel silly because maybe you joined yesterday and you're like, well, I'm not even close to making $500 a month. But you could go Ruby this month with the right mindset and if you put the work in. So, you know, I always tell my distributors to talk about where they're going to be in 3 months, 6 months, by the end of the year, whatever. So literally making a post and saying, you know, by the end of this month, I'm going to be a Ruby averaging $500 a month for my phone. And this is what it's going to do for me. Let me find one. It's going to help me start saving for my first car and help my boyfriend with his credit card debt. Make a post about that. And then it's going to happen and people are going to see it and they're going to want to join you. So when I first started, that's all I did. I just talked about how I was making money from my phone. This is how much money I needed. This is what it was going to do for my life. It had not happened. I did not know when it was going to happen. I was just putting it out there. I talked about it all the time. And then it happened in less than 2 months. So you can't be afraid to put yourself out there and make live posts. The more vulnerable you are, the better. Talk about your struggles. It's okay. People will relate. So don't be afraid to share those things. And then after my girls get their first 4 customers, I give them a message to start sending out for distributors. So It's literally just like, hey, I came across your page. You seem super sweet. I know this is random, but have you been interested in making extra income from your phone? Something really simple like that. And some people will say yes. Some people will say no. It's okay. You can also do host to post. I think Morgan's on here. She had a really good one for enrolling distributors. Let me see if I can find it. Something about like social media marketers.
Hi.
Hi, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. 1 second. I can find it pretty quick. Yeah, it worked so good. It was actually a friend who had become a distributor a long time ago, and it just wasn't for her. So I was like, well, maybe she has people, she didn't put the work in.
Yeah.
So I asked her if she wanted to earn a free product. And if I got any distributors from the status that she did, I would send her one. Let's see.
Yeah, I remember I used it a few times right after you posted it, and I got like a ton of potentials. It was so
okay.
good.
Yeah, so I had her say, is anyone looking to make extra money from their phone? My friend Morgan is looking for social media marketers who have a smartphone. Oh my gosh, my Roomba. I'm so sorry. That's my Roomba being insane. Weekly and monthly payouts available with no cap on income. If interested, comment below and she will get you info ASAP. So then I commented on it right away. That way I would get all the comments. There was only one somewhat negative comment out of like 20. And I was so pumped because that's 20 new potentials that I wouldn't have had. And I kind of stepped out of my comfort zone, asked her to do a post for me. It was super simple. Nothing to be afraid of. And I can put the message in here. It's kind of long. I'll repost this in the team page.
Okay. So I remember I used that, and host to post can definitely be like hit or miss. Sometimes you might get 0 comments, but I had one that got 22 comments. So that was 22 new potential distributors in like an hour. You guys, like, that's incredible. So host to post has just been like life for me lately. But basically you're just, like you can only have 5,000 Facebook friends and you can only add them so quickly, but that is instantly giving you access to your friends' 1,000 or 2,000 or whatever, however many friends that they have. So it's just a really awesome tool. I haven't really done it on Instagram, but you can have like unlimited followers on there. So I just focus on growing my network a lot on there and sending personal messages to people. So that's what works for me, doing host to post on Facebook and then messaging people, asking them to be product testers or make money with me on Instagram. So, okay, so you guys, okay, so we talked about posting, we talked about messaging people. So what you guys have to understand, like I said before, it's a numbers game. So you have to be growing your network every single day or you're going to run out of people to reach out to, because I only message people that I'm friends with on Facebook or that follow me on Instagram. Like I'm not just like randomly messaging people that I have no relationship with. Like I don't really have a relationship with them aside from them being my friends or followers, but that's good enough for me. So I'm adding new friends and followers every single day. I have a new distributor checklist that is really awesome that I can share in the team page as well that kind of goes over all of this stuff. But I send about 30 friend requests on Facebook every single day. And I actually have 2 Instagrams just because I've been in the business forever and I was like capped out on following people on my big one. So I made a second one. So I follow usually like 400 to 500 people a day on each Instagram. And, X amount of people follow me back. And then I message those people. There's an app called Captivate where you can set it up in the morning. Like you just take a few minutes. I do it before I get out of bed and it will follow for you all day long. So you don't have to get on there like 27 times a day and follow people. Like you just set it up once a day and it's going to follow for you. So it's called Captivate. I'll put it in the chat. And Brittany that shared earlier has like a 7-minute long video about how to use it, so I can post that for you guys as well. So I'm getting usually like 100 to 200 follow requests on Instagram every single day. So then I'm never running out of people to message, even though I'm messaging 150 new people a day. So you guys have to grow your network. That's also new eyes on your post. Like if you have the same 10 people looking at your post every single day, that's not going to get you very far, obviously. So make sure that you guys take the time to do that. You know, you can like and comment on people's things to build a little bit more of a relationship. I don't like randomly message people and ask them about their life. Like we follow each other. I like and comment sometimes. And for me, that means we're like social media friends. So I feel comfortable reaching out to people and messaging them at that point. But I don't like to message people and make like awkward small talk and then ask them about the business, because then like if someone did that to me, I would just feel like they didn't even like really care about my life. They were just buttering me up. So I don't even waste my time. I think it's awkward. So what else is in the chat? Hang on. Motivational videos on YouTube. Yes. I don't have Android, so I really don't know. But if you go to like your app store thing where you search for apps and you search the word like followers or following, you should be able to find a similar app that will help you follow and unfollow people. Oh, okay. Someone said it's called Followers Assistant for Android. So I guess that's like the same thing. Sorry, I'm an iPhone person, so I never know the answer to Android questions. Okay, so we went over posting, host to post, messaging, growing your network. Okay, so I kind of talked about mindset, but since somebody asked about motivational videos, we can go more into that, because I'm just like the biggest believer of that ever. Like I think it is just your life in this business. Like if your mind is not right, you can be doing all the right things and you're just not going to get anywhere. So I personal develop literally 24/7. I'm always like listening to a YouTube video or an audiobook. Usually I take like 20 minutes in the morning and actually read a chapter out of a real book. I like to read, not everyone does, but I'm almost always listening to stuff like when I'm driving, when I'm doing laundry, when I'm doing dishes. A lot of the times I even fall asleep to like a manifesting video. Like it's just everything, you guys. So I can definitely give you some suggestions. Right now I'm listening to, it's called the 10X Rule by Grant Cardone. And I'm like absolutely obsessed with it. This is one of my favorites. It's called You Are a Badass. So again, if you don't like to read, you can find the audio. I think it's even actually on YouTube, I'm pretty sure, or you can like download the audiobook. She has a new one. It's a green cover. It's called You Are a Badass at Making Money. It's like the sequel. It's by Jen Sincero or something. I don't really know how to say it. And I've listened to part of that on YouTube. I haven't read the whole thing yet, but those books are like so, so good. And then another one of my favorites, especially for new people, is called GoPro. 7 Steps to Becoming a Network Marketing Professional. I don't know how to say his last name either, but Eric Worre, I don't know. So those are some of my favorite books. What's the other one that I just listened to recently that I loved? Let me look at my app. Oh, it's called Get Over Your Damn Self. Let me put this on chat. So you are a badass. You are a badass at making money. GoPro. Get over your damn self. So those are like my favorite books. And then sometimes I'll just go on YouTube and search like motivation, discipline, inspiration, manifesting, just words like that. And lots of awesome videos come up by like Gary Vee, Will Smith actually has like a lot of motivational stuff on YouTube. I really like to listen to him. Yeah, if that's not enough, you guys can message me and I'll give you a more extensive list, but that's just off the top of my head. And then for me, another form of personal development is like going to church or listening to like Christian music or doing a devotional. Like I do that every single day. So if you're religious, like that's a big thing for me. So yeah, those are just ways that I am always trying to grow my mind, grow my heart, become a better leader, you know, things like that. And I think that that's important in making money, because a lot of times we come into this business and we almost like we put no value on ourselves. We don't believe in ourselves. We don't believe that we're worthy of making $500+ a month. You know, we're used to struggling our whole life and that's what's comfortable. So a lot of times I see people on my team and, you know, they just need to grow as a person. They just need to realize that they're worthy of making that money, because a lot of times that holds people back. So that's just something that's really near and dear to my heart. It's just becoming a better version of you, becoming a better person, and growing your mind. So hopefully that list helped. Like I said, message me if you need more, because I have all kinds of stuff. Okay, so the last thing that I do to fill in my steps to success is follow up. And you're going to hear lots of leaders in this business say that the fortune is in the follow up. I definitely get on the spot customers sometimes, but a lot of times people do have to wait until payday. Most of the time people have to wait for payday to join my team, because it's like $100. Like most people who are interested in joining my team don't have $100. So I've gotten a couple on the spot distributors, but usually the follow-up is the most important thing. So, you know, you're posting, you're doing your host to post, you're messaging, you're growing your network, you're doing all these things, blitzing, having parties, whatever, to get leads. But to actually seal the deal and get these people on your team, you have to follow up with them. And the average number of times you have to follow up is like 15 is what I've heard. So there have been people that I followed up with for years before they joined or ordered from me. But if I would have stopped following up, I wouldn't have gotten that. And, you know, they would have joined with somebody else, probably, whoever did follow up with them. So for a long time, following up is something that I really dropped the ball on. And like, it was just my weakness in this business. I posted consistently. I messaged people all the time, but I was not good at the follow-up because I was not organized, and it just kind of like stressed me out. So I didn't do it, and I was missing out on a lot of people. So don't do that. Jade Hooper believes in like a calendar, a planner, like writing people's names down. That is personally not what works for me. I put people in my phone. And so if somebody gives me like a specific date that they want to order, they go in my phone reminders. So I get reminded on that day to follow up with them. Aside from that, I don't ever keep a conversation on Instagram. If someone is interested in products or making money with me, I get their phone number and I text them, because it makes the follow-up easier for me. So I save them as PLC for potential loyal customer or PDT for potential distributor in my phone contacts. So then you literally go to your contacts and all of your potentials are like in a list for you perfectly. Honestly, like this still isn't super organized, but it works really well for me. I just scroll to the bottom of my text and work my way up and follow up with people. And that's what has changed the game for me with follow-ups. Like that's something I can be consistent with. It works for me. You have to find what works for you. I'm just like not good at being organized. So if you are, write down your names, do your thing, but it just didn't work for me. So that's okay. We all have like little different things that work for us. So aside from messaging 150 new people a day, I do 50 follow-ups a day. And I mean, I have thousands of potentials at this point. So literally I just scroll all the way to the bottom of my text. And so I work my way up. Like I left off on April 9th. So today I'm going to follow up with 50 people that I talked to on like April 9th, April 10th. So I just go up the list and do 50 a day. So usually everybody in my phone gets followed up with at least once a month. When you're first getting started and it's a lot smaller scale, definitely do once a week. Like we have Follow Up Friday. Make sure everybody's getting followed up with once a week. But I could, like, if I tried to do thousands of follow-ups in one day, I would just be in the floor crying. So I do 50 a day, and that's what keeps me sane, and that's what works for me. So again, find what works for you. Just make sure you're following up with people in whatever system you need to do it in. So yeah, don't drop the ball on your follow-ups or you're going to miss out on a lot of enrollment. So basically post, message, follow up, grow your network, and grow yourself, personal development. Those are the 5 things that I do every single day. Honestly, I can do all of those things very well in a couple hours a day. And that doesn't have to be like 2 strict hours where you sit down. When I first started, I was going to school all day. I was working. Like I didn't have 2 hours to sit down. So literally I would, message people while I was eating lunch. I would post when I went to the bathroom, like in between classes. I was listening to personal development while I was driving. Just anytime I could get a hand on my phone, I was doing something for my business. I just didn't waste time. I stopped scrolling Instagram. I stopped watching Netflix, things like that, because $500 would have been everything to me. And obviously it changed my life very quickly. So, you guys are here for a reason. You're on here for a reason. You want to make this extra money for yourself, for your family, whatever. So just do it. Don't hold yourself back. Put in the work consistently and it will happen for you. I 1000% guarantee it. If you do those 5 things every single day, you will be making $500 a month in no time. So again, if you want to make $500 this month, go add 5 people to your team and help them get 2 customers. That's going to fill in your Ruby chart, and that's going to get you $500 in fast start bonuses. And that's how simple it really is to make whatever amount of money your family needs. So do you guys have any questions that I can answer for you? It's been like close to an hour, and I don't want this to be uber long. So if you guys have any questions, you can put them in the chat. Does that make sense to you? Do you guys see how clear it is to make $500 this month and achieve, the goals that you guys talked about, like whatever it is that you were needing, pay off debts, pay your bills, buy a car, all that stuff? You can do that this month. Absolutely. So, filling in your steps to success, aside from the fast start bonuses, you're going to start promoting. You're going to go executive. You're going to go Ruby. You're going to go Emerald, which is like $1,000 a month. When you keep getting no, what do you do? What do you say to yourself? I don't focus on no. There's a book called Go for No, and the idea is that every no you get is closer to your next yes. So if you need to look at it like that, look at it like that. Like, people definitely tell me no all day long, but literally I'm so immune to it at this point. Like, I just look for the yeses or the give me more info or what is it? That's what I'm focused on. Like, that's what feeds my soul. So I'm messaging until I get enough yeses to make me happy for the day. And my minimum is 150. Y'all, there's days that I message like 500 plus people a day because I'm addicted to the yes. That's what I'm here for. I'm looking for the people who want what I have. So every single thing that happens to you in this business can be like a negative thing or a positive thing, but that's up to you and your mind. So make it a positive thing. So make it a game. Like, if you're getting no's, that means that you're asking people. So that's awesome. So do the go for no thing. Like, I'm going to go get 50 no's today, and that might get you 1 yes, which is what you're looking for. So that's awesome. If that's how you need to look at it, do that. There's literally a book about it. So it works for people. But again, keep your mindset in check because you could be expecting a no. So don't do that. Like, when you're messaging people, you literally have to say, I'm so excited for the people who are going to say yes and want more information, and the people who need to lose weight, need to make money with me. Like, I can't wait to find those people and just have that confidence and excitement that you're going to get the yeses, and then you won't even care about the no's. Can you send the link for the video? Yes. Which video? Sorry, I already forgot. iPhone, let me know what video you want the link to and I will send it. Okay. If you guys have any more questions, go ahead and put them in the chat. But I just want you guys to know that literally anything is possible with this business. If you want $500 this month, if you want $1,000 this month, like whatever you want, go make it happen. Talk to people until you find the people who want it. Just be really excited about what you're doing, and it'll happen for you. Like I went Ruby in 55 days after joining and got a $500 bonus on top of like $500 in commissions. Plus I was making, you know, fast starts off of the 5 people that I had enrolled to my team. So I made like $1,500 or something my second month. And I was crazy busy. I was 21 years old. I had no idea what I was doing. I just wanted it really bad. And I was just excited and determined to make it happen. And that's really all it takes. So if you guys have any questions, even if you're not on my team, feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to help. I know Morgan put the host to post thing on the Raps to Riches page, and I'll post the recording for this if you guys have like friends or team members who want to watch it. But like I said in the beginning, keep the steps to success in front of your face all day, every day. Follow it. Run your auto ship, enroll your 4 customers, enroll your 3 distributors every single month, teach your distributors how to fill in their steps to success, and I can't wait to see you guys go diamonds. So thank you guys for hopping on. I'm going to end this so it's not too long, but my inbox is open if you guys need anything. If we have a question regarding the product, who do we reach? Do you just mean like, hang on, let me stop the recording.